Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well, and today we are doing a speed build of a bubble calf. I know in other parts of the world it's known as boba tea, so it depends where you live. It's either bubble tea, boba tea, it's all about preferences. If you're seeing this video and you want to see more speed builds on zoo tours, and I have some exciting projects coming up with some Planet Zoo creators, if you want to tune in, then please press the subscribe button. It really helps my channel as I'm a new channel, but it also helps you guys tune into some more videos. Oh, and also live streams. So I do want to tell you guys that I am missing some content because I was a dummy and didn't press the record button for most of this build. So you live and you learn. I'll know next time to double check that I pressed that record button. So this speed build is rather short, but I guess you can see the premises of how much I built and stuff, especially the outside. I know most that we are missing is the interior, which is kind of disappointing, but I'll try my best, you guys, to make sure that I press the record button next time, and eventually we will get a long 20-minute speed build video. So fingers crossed that happens. So about this build. So this build was completely out of my imagination. I didn't look up any Google images. I just opened Planet Zoo and I thought, oh my goodness, what, I need to build something. I need to, bring some content to the channel and upload some stuff onto the workshop. At first I wanted to do something industrial, use the new colours instead of like black and white and stuff. And I was just going for something like industrial, like kind of cool, modern, something that would like fit maybe a boba tea restaurant. It's not it's not Asian inspired or anything like that, but I know that a lot of bubble tea restaurants and stuff like that, it's very modern and I guess popular nowadays. So yeah, I incorporated it into that. I ended up calling the restaurant Bubble because obviously bubble tea. And over here I'm making right now the steps to go up to the area. I do love opening my doors because I don't know, it's a pet peeve when I see guests on the game walk through a double door that's completely closed, and you just see them walk through, and it annoys me. I'm just like, no, what's going on? So I definitely open up my doors a little ajar if I know the guests are actually going in there, and there's a pass system. So right now I'm making an open sign, because I know in a lot of like shops in the UK they still add the little open signs, and restaurants, etc., and cafes, and you know they turn it over when they're closed and stuff like that, which is a neat kind of thing that they do. Over here, I just thought that I would add an Eowyn. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I've butchered that, so let's just pretend that I said that correctly. And yeah, I just wanted it to look like a cafe, an industrial cafe, if that makes any sense. I know I keep going and switching from cafe to restaurant to cafe to restaurant. They are completely different things entirely, and I understand that. But I'm not really sure what I want to call this. I would call it a cafe slash restaurant, because we're going to roleplay that they do offer food, preferably sushi, a sushi bar. I know that you can't get sushi in Planet Zoo, which is a shame. I like more choices of, I suppose, food. But I understand, like, when you go to zoos and stuff like that, they do have the most popular foods out there and stuff. They're not going to be that extravagant and stuff, and offer like sushi bars and stuff like that. We have to bear in mind that there's allergies and there's children. I don't know a lot of children that go to sushi restaurants. So yeah, that, I suppose that's where I'm going with it. I might be completely wrong. So I did add a lot of foliage to the outside and the remainder of the building, because I love foliage in general, and I just thought that that would be a nice touch, I suppose, instead of like a great big sign. So over here I am making, yeah, I'm just closing it up. It was a really hard shape to work with, especially when it came to the roofing. I know that it took me a while to make sure that everything was working and the flooring was perfect and there was no gaps. And right now, this was this tapioca. So what it's supposed to be is the tapioca tea, like, well, the bubble tea, inside these containers, like these there. At first, I was going to do an aquarium, but then I was like, why not be fun and put that actual bubble tea inside these these containers, these aquariums. So it looked like, and I did a massive straw, ice and tapioca at the bottom and stuff. And I thought to myself, oh, this kind of looks cool. You know, you're just sitting there drinking your bubble tea and you just see a massive flavours of bubble tea, and you can go up there and look at the menu and stuff like that while you're sitting down eating, which I thought was cool. So initially this got completely changed. I was just going to do like a kind of just like a desk area where there was going to be like knives and forks, and like, well, using the billboards of course, because there's no pieces small enough to make knives and forks. But initially it was going to be for like napkins, knives and forks, and you know, just an area where you can, you know, get the accompaniments and stuff like that, and sugar and whatnot. And I thought against it. I thought, well, where are they going to go up and pay for their meal and their drink? So I decided to actually abort the mission, remove it, and bring out a kind of cafe area where they can pay and get some drinks. And behind this wall I added the slush puppy. I don't know what it's called. I know that they're called slush puppies in the UK, because the container in the game actually looks like something they would put boba tea in. So I've actually got a vendor behind there, and what's neat about it is I made like an ice cooler, like freezer, which is like sort of open, and your guests can go over there behind the counter, go into the little like ice freezer, and it looks like, even though they're paying and speaking to the vendor behind the wall, it looks like they're taking the drink out and going back to their seat. So yeah, I enjoyed that aspects of things. I actually got the idea from my friend Mathley, and she said that she's used that before, so I decided to make my own, because yeah, it's just, you know, we want to be as immersive as possible, as much as we can with the game, and we want to make everything work. I did end up making some snacks and cakes and everything that you would, I don't know, assume to get in a cafe, and I made that here, and you can see that I'm actually making the bar, and it's not a bar, but you know what I mean, just making the area and making it all nice and somewhat realistic. And I had a lot of fun with this build. I'm not going to lie to you, I actually enjoyed myself. It was a little bit stressful, but it was less stressful than my initial projects. So over here I'm making some donuts, and I bring them in. Yeah, or jam tarts, I don't know. I suppose anything. But yeah, they looked pretty cool. I was like, wow, I didn't have to do anything piece by piece. They were like part of, like, if you type in circle in Planet Zoo and stuff, you can actually find those shapes. So it was great. And now I can see that I'm just measuring the size of the cake. I tried to make a chocolate cake, and I used the full stop to make a cream edge going around the cake. I did recolor another one and changed it pink, and I decorated with the fruit props on top of the cake so it looked like it was decorated, and just to make it look tasty and appealing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye for now.